Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Chrissy, also known as Whimsical Locs, and that's whimsical underscore Locs on mother freaking IG, baby. Holla at me. I'm up, I'm active, I'm live, I'm current, I'm fluent, and I'm all of the above. I am also private. I think I like being secluded from the world. Yeah, I think I do. I think I like being a mystery mother effer. Figure out about me, okay? Go through hoops to find me, okay? No, playing. Anyways, this is officially day, I don't know. I don't even know how many days I had this damn hair color, but I love it. I love it so far. I am a bit weary about the mother freaking damage, because yeah, I can definitely tell that there's some damage, but you know, I'm gonna get these babies back to health, get my ends back to health or whatever. Anyways, that's not why I'm here. I'm here particularly because I really want to sprinkle some encouraging, inspirational words to the newbies in the lock community. That's right, for all of you starter lock heads, baby lock mother effers, I just want to sprinkle some words of encouragement because I peaked. I realized, not everyone make it through the first couple of months within their lock journey. Some people tap out real quick. So I just want to, give you a couple of pointers, tips and suggestions that you may want to consider doing first before you tap out, okay? So for starters, I'm just going to tell like this. No matter what, if you're thinking about starting your lock journey or if you just began your lock journey, there's one thing that you always have to keep in mind, and that is the phase that everyone goes through. Everyone. So while you're admiring Dutch's beautiful, long, lustrous locks, or Chloe and Holly, beautiful, full, long, glowing locks, they all went through this phase, okay? They started from somewhere, okay? And to get to where they're at, while you're admiring from afar, you have to knock out a few phases. It's just what everyone has to do. It's just law. That's just what it is. There's no other way around it. So, I noticed that, a few people that I know that had joined the lock community and began their lock journey tapped out fairly early, and some people tap out because, look, they don't like the foundation. They don't like, as foundation, I mean the grid pattern. They don't like how thick it may end up turning out to be or how small. That's okay. That's understandable. But if you tap out because you just like, I don't feel pretty, I'm talking to you. This video right here is for you, specifically designed for you. Now, I really think it's a damn shame that you don't feel beautiful in your own skin in your natural state of mind, But I promise you, by like 3, 4, 5 months into your journey, you are going to totally feel that love for yourself, okay? In its natural state of mind. But you must knock out these first few months. It's a must. You must knock out that first year, okay? So like, put it like this. Everyone goes through that freaking shrinkage stage. Everyone goes through the freaking budding stage, the frizzy stage. That is a part of being baby locks. That's the stage we call baby locks. My locks are not baby locks. I look at my locks like they're teenagers, okay? There's still a lot of maturing and growth to do, but there has been a lot of maturing and growth that has taken place. So I'm somewhere in between my adolescent stage, okay? But for the baby lock and starter lock phase, a lot of people, once you embrace your lock journey, you don't look at that as the ugly stage. But the people that do consider that the ugly stage are the people that hide from that stage or tap out. Okay, and why do people consider that the ugly stage? Because it's not perfect, you know. It's not like the person who inspired you to start your locks like Duchess. No, it's not going to be like that. You have to get there. Okay, so in order to build up your confidence, I just want to share a few tips for you ladies, and I'll give a tip or two for you guys, because I don't think men really struggle with this image. Oh, I'm going through the ugly phase and I don't look right. No, I don't think this is a men thing, but I will throw some pointers out there. But this is specifically for us women who are used to wearing the long lace fronts and sew-ins. Like, prior to me starting my lock journey, I used to be a mother freaking sew-in queen. I would wear a sew-in in a heartbeat. That was my choice of protective style. And because my natural hair was just too much to handle, you know. So, and I love to switch it up, change the colors, add highlights this day, be all jet black that day, be a little bit burgundy that day. Like, you know, I love to switch it up. But now that I'm locked up, you know, I switch it up, but I can't do the different styles that I once did when I had mother freaking extensions. Okay, freaking weave, my Brazilian, my Peruvian, my freaking, what's some other Jones called, Malaysian hair. Okay, and if you're coming from that lifestyle where you wear the wigs, the weaves, and all of that other extra stuff, the ponytails, the braids, then you may feel like, okay, I don't feel right, I don't feel beautiful, I don't feel like myself, I don't look right. Especially if you're starting your lock journey with, you know, a little bit of hair, or your hair, like when I began my lock journey, my locks freaking day one, the shrinkage was real. Okay, like whew, my hair was in the middle of my back, that thing went to my earlobes. Okay, like that thing said nope. And then it grew out a little bit the next month, and then it shrunk back up the next month. Okay, so you know, it's a phase, it's a process. This is all a part of the journey, and you need to make sure if this is what you want to do, you have to already go in knowing this and accepting it. Okay, now there are things that you can do to help you feel more beautiful, and you know, embrace your journey well. For starters, I want to start with lock sprinkles, because regardless of how many mother effers is doing it, if you like it, I encourage you to get it. Okay, you know, I did make a video where I was talking about how I regret getting my lock sprinkles, not because I thought they were ugly, not because I didn't like how they make me feel or how they look on me, but because I felt like at the time everyone was doing it. It was a wave, which it was, and that wave has thankfully came and gone, so it's not an overload of that wave. The lock community, they pick and choose different things to wave off of, and right now it's chopping and combing out your locks, so I'm good. But anyways, I do encourage, if you are interested the slightest bit, do not be discouraged by my mother freaking opinion, okay, in my lock sprinkles video. Get the mother freaking lock sprinkles, because it definitely bedazzle your locks. It makes you feel a lot more beautiful. It brings some type of uniqueness that a lot of people aren't doing, even though I swear I may over exaggerate a bit, but come on, like, it is what it is. Everybody else was doing it at the time. I just encourage you to do yours differently. You know, have a color scheme or color coordinate, you know, your lock sprinkles, or do a design with them, you know, something that will make your lock sprinkles stand out, you know, amongst others. You feel me? But definitely dressing up your locks with the lock sprinkles is definitely something that will help encourage your lock journey, your starter lock phase or your baby lock phase. I don't know if I suggested in the baby lock phase, but I was definitely in the middle of my baby lock phase when I began my when I installed my lock sprinkles. I think I was around 5-6 months locked. So that's something that you may want to consider there. Another thing is, especially for you newbies, freshly into the lock community, I don't know if I really want to suggest this, but if you're not afraid to, and you are very thorough about taking care of your hair being colored, then you may want to consider some color. especially if you came into this lock community already doing color, you know, switch it up a bit as far as hair paint. Explore with some hair wax or whatever the case may be, something that could wash out easily, just to change up your locks, make you embrace it a little bit more. You can also throw some semi permanent dye hair color. For those of you who came into this lock journey already with lighter color hair. Another thing that you may want to consider, another thing that I'm not too thrilled about myself, because I always embraced everything openly, but if you really are feeling like, look, I know it worked for you, but this don't work for me, consider hair wraps, infinity wraps. There are a lot of people within our lock community that sells them. And then you can just buy an infinity scarf from JCPenney's or Walmart and throw that mother effer over your head. New York sells them, you know, on the streets for like freaking $15, $17, including taxes and change. Okay, all of that good stuff. But yeah, throw a scarf on it. You know, there's so many ways you can wrap up your little head. At this point, if they're that small, you know, you could wrap your little head up in them things and create a different look for the first 3 to 6 months of your lock journey, into your lock journey, until you're comfortable enough to release those locks and let the world, you know, let it be known to the world, you know, let the world see what you're working with. But another thing you might want to also try is lock jewels. Now, I never been a fan of lock jewels because I wasn't able to find something that I really liked. You know what I mean? But there was one individual, and I will include her link in the description box as well. This individual handcrafted her lock jewels right before, like literally right before I installed my lock sprinkles. I had purchased from her, and her freaking lock jewels are beautiful. They are a bit expensive because it's very unique lock jewels, but they are beautiful and it's well worth every penny. I still have them. I do plan on popping them in, you know, to go alongside with my freaking lock sprinkles. Actually, at one point I really had them in until they slid out, honestly. Like, that's just what happened. But I do have them, and I plan on popping them back in one day whenever I'm not lazy. But aside from that, her name is Heather Fish. I believe her jewelry line is Heather Fish Creations. So I will include her, you know, eBay and Instagram information, account information in the description box, so you can check that out. I will include a link to my installing my lock sprinkles tutorial for those of you who are interested in doing that. And if you want to throw a little shade, if you want to know what I'm talking about when I felt some type of way about everybody in the lock community, I'll throw that in there too, just so I can gain some more dislikes rather. Okay. What's another thing? Besides color, there are people in our lock community that have tried the color wax. You know, those things that you can just paint on your hair and it washes out supposedly fairly easily. I've never tried that. I rather had just dyed my locks, and that's exactly what I did. If you are going to dye your locks, don't do what I do. Please go seek a professional and let them take care of that. Okay, like everything with me is trial and error. I be taking risks for y'all in my lock community. I don't encourage you guys to do that. If you are considering it, consult with your loctician and take it from there. Unless you're already used to color treating your hair and you know how to take very good care of your hair, and your hair can be as healthy as possible, then you know, you may definitely want to look at that. There are a bunch of different people that sell infinity wraps, but you can seriously get them for like $10, $15 from JCPenney's and Walmart. And I'm pretty sure they're a lot cheaper getting them, you know, at those department stores. What else? As far as men, I've seen Juice WRLD, the artist Juice WRLD. I've seen him with lock sprinkles. Literally, it caught me by surprise because I never seen a guy with them. But he did it in a very masculine way, and I thought it was very cute. So, you know, you may want to bedazzle one of your locks and it not look you know, flamboyant or anything. And if you're about that flamboyant life, then bedazzle it the F up, okay? I would love to see some men rocking some lock sprinkles, to be honest. You know, whether you're gay or straight, you know, it's just, it brings a different, men wear lock jewels, okay? So it just brings something different to your locks. They don't have to be permanently installed. They can be temporarily installed. My tutorial particularly shows you how to permanently, install them, not temporarily. But there are other videos out there that shows a temporary version. And another thing that you can do, ladies, is braid over or faux lock over your baby locks. That's another thing that I know a lot of people have done until they were ready to expose their babies to the world. So that's just my few tips on how to embrace your baby locks and starter locks when you're first thrown out here in this lock community, because it is a little rough and your babies do require a lot of tender love and care. It is not that easy to maintain baby locks. You know, we go into this lock journey thinking like, oh, I'm going to get locked up because, you know, it's a lot less work. But before that less work comes into play, you have to do a lot of tender love and care. And you know, some people may be like, oh, look, I'm not cut out for this, you know. But for those of you that have the willpower, because it takes a lot of willpower and tenacity to keep pushing in your lock journey, you know, before you start seeing an inkling of results of what you want or what you're expecting, okay? Do not compare your locks to anyone. That's just rule number one. Don't do that, okay? Going to your lock journey with the expectancy that you will, okay, require tender love and care. You will go through the fizzing, budding, freaking starter lock, baby lock phase. It may be short for some period of time. Some people locks grow faster, hair in general grow faster than others. Do not compare, okay? The only thing that you can do is focus on the health of your babies and making sure that you nurture them A1, okay? And that's pretty much it. I just wanted to give you guys some inspirational tips. I wanted to give you guys some inspirational tips to just keep trucking, you know, before you say, you know what, I gotta wait, I can't, this is not the time, I don't want to do it, this locks aren't for me, because you only were here locked in this life for a week or two. Like, sis, get to at least 3 months. 3 months. I promise you, by your third month, you're gonna be like, you know what? Not bad, not bad. And if you're still feeling like, you know, this is really not for me, then maybe it's just not for you, okay? Because locks aren't for everyone, you know? Everything ain't for everybody. So I'm not one of those people who believe, oh yeah, anyone can lock up. No, it's more than just locking up. It's a lifestyle, and some people lifestyle just do not permit, you know, whether it's a mental base or whatever the case may be. All right, so I just wanted to share that because I am fully aware that there are people that go into this lock community and begin their lock journey, and as quick as you see them started, that's as quick as you see them babies out. They back to weaves we go, okay? I don't fault you. I just want to give you some encouragement and some inspirational tips prior to tapping out. Before you tap out, try at least one of my tips. Just one. Another thing I almost forgot. Oh my gosh. Another tip is style your baby locks. Style it. So you can style it, and I have also a video, my very first video on my channel, and I will include that also in the description box, the link to that in the description box. But how to style your how to style short locks or baby locks or starter locks, you know. And I guess you can take it on from there, from the few styles I give you. Let your imagination run wild and work with what you got. Another thing also would be to put some flowers in your hair. You could put like faux flowers in your hair. or you know, just hairpins that, you know, the rhinestones and stuff, you know, just dress it up. Headbands, hair clips, you know, dress it up, make you feel special. Okay, make your locks feel special. Do what you need to do to dress them up and stick to this journey. And if all else fails, then tap out. But don't just tap out without trying. Okay, that's not what we are about. All right, so you will see the results. It's definitely going to happen. You will definitely see the results. All right, so anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. I really tried keeping this short, and this took way longer than I thought it would, because I was all over the place as always. I know you guys see me in my bedroom. Why do I not have my backdrop up? Child, y'all ain't gonna believe this. I like super broke my ring light, the big one. But you know what? It was time for me to get a more expensive one anyway. And on top of that, I just didn't feel like setting up. I don't feel like setting up. Like, I don't. So, it is what it is. It is, as you can see, like, my AC is not in yet. It's called being lazy. We cannot play in this heat, okay? Got this little fan on. But, yeah, unfortunately, I don't have central air in the hood, okay? Not in the suburban hoodians, okay? But anyways, thank you so much for Thank you so much for tuning in. And, you know, if you do happen to try any of the tips that I give you and it turned out to be very successful in a few months from now and you're still within your life journey, let me know, hit like or whatever. You know, but I just want you to be encouraged, you know, keep trucking, keep trucking within this life journey. It's not easy. Nobody said it was going to be easy, but it is fun. And I promise you, on everything I love, every single freaking month, you're going to see a difference with every retwist with your hair. Somehow, some way. It could be with the length or the health or the shape or the size or the style. It's just a fun journey. It's a very fun journey because you get something different all the time. So just keep trucking. Keep trucking. Woo-hoo. All right, I'm gonna stop being silly. Hey. You ever do that? Just make your own music up and just feel the groove. Hey. Okay, anyway. I got new glasses. 2 pairs. Do I look studious? I wanted something small, and I think this works great for like when my hair is up. Now I'm just talking about myself. Child. That's why I got it for when I wear my hair up. I don't think it looks right now. I don't like to look too studious, you know? But anywho, thank you so much for tuning in. Peace and love and harmony, and be blessed. Hey, 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 be blessed. Hey,